Mm. Here we go, man. Year 7, fresh off a natty. Let's see what's up. New quarterback, no, same offense. New quarterback, same offense. Let's see what's
Welcome
that.
to Las Vegas and Allegiant Stadium. It's a great setting and a high-energy environment as we crank up another college football season here with the Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. This is not just any
really
other
wanted to
matchup.
start the
Both teams
sophomore
come in ranked
quarterback
in
and
the
not the
top 10,
senior, but
colliding early in the season.
let's see how this
Each
is
trying
gonna
to
go.
set the tone with a
Look
big
at the boy in
statement.
them whites.
As we'll
All
see
whites.
the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field.
Let's see. About here.
And here we go, the long-awaited kickoff to get this season started. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game. Being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll toss it to the right side. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
And the Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the offense. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on this screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
There's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You see, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Third and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Makes a quick catch. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Here's a toss play now, running to the right. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the scoring. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll give it to the back. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Here comes the up-tempo offense. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a 1st down. The offense going with the hurry up. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. It's a quarterback keeper. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a 1st down.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And there's the handoff. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. first down here for this offense. Using his legs, it's Wilson. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He'll take a deep shot here, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Short connection to the tight end here. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. The Wolverines will come to the line to crank up the tempo. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
And that is a gutsy call to go for it on fourth down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Looks right for a quick completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Here's the second down play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Snags the quick throw. They stop him, but it's a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. With the catch, it's Wilson. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking to chuck it again. Hit just as he throws the ball. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Stepping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Offense on the field. It's 4th down and 9. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Going the other way. Can they stop him? At the 20. Return a pick 6. Touchdown, LSU. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Michigan offense back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And the sophomore has got him for a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Toss play to the outside. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And the Wolverines looking to keep this drive moving. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Play action here on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Finds his man. It's Wilson. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
It's 3rd and 4. So far, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down this possession. And the back now goes in motion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Trying for a 4th down completion. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but he easily makes the 1st down, and this drive keeps going. The Wolverines come to the line with 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
2nd and goal for the offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Extra point splits the uprights. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Quarterback still with the football. He's past the marker and still going. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Short throw complete to the tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff here from the shotgun.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Tigers! This offense cannot be stopped.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT puts them in front by 7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. See if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's got it inside the 15. Brought down at the 29. That's where they'll start the drive. Offense is back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. It is intercepted. Tackled after a short return at the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
The back's got it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. This time enough for one more play in the half. Now here's the toss play. Looks like LSU has the first down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And the pass falls incomplete on the final play of this first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to start the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. We get the second half started with a running play. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Now it's second down here. He hands it off from the gun. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
second down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Well, that's exactly what the coach, I'm sure, talked about there at halftime, is the defense is going to be out there on the field first. We're down in this football game. We got to get pressure on this offense, come up with some plays, and get the ball back to our offense. And that's exactly what they have a chance to do now.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. We'll hand it off. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Defense is coming after him. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
2nd and 10 here. They'll run it here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. They'll try to run for the first down. Looks like LSU has the first down.
How impressive these guys have been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll give it to the running back. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The pass rush closing in. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Michigan offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a gap. It's Wilson. When they try the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Trying to extend the play. And out for the first, but still going. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And the wideout goes in motion. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a 1st down.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Looks like he's going to run it.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? On the ground, it's Wilson. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Motion now from the tight end. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Receivers are bunched together. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's a quick grab. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Receiver in motion now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Also run out of bounds, close to the end zone.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep the play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. Getting set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Solid run. They'll bring him down to the 28-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
They'll ride the back again here. Fighting off the defender. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for big gain.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing as we saw on this play.
So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quick throw to the left. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A gain makes it second and medium. And here's the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning as we head into the dramatic finish of this game. A crucial play in this game. It's third down and 2. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Can they pick up the first on the ground? And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on fourth down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. And he finds his target. He has the first. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond.
What do he score here? Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball into the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
Now they'll try to add on the PAT late in this game. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Gonna run it. It's Wilson. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, they're going to throw it. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And he's got it down there inside the 35. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. And the Wolverines come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. First down, looking to throw the football. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? The offense able to retain possession. Very lucky to still have a chance to win this. The offense signals for timeout. 28 seconds remaining on the clock. And sack sets up second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Caught quickly. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. And completion makes it second and short. Toss play. Back heads to his right. Looks like LSU has the first down. There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides for a matchup like this to begin the season, Kurt. That's a big W on a big stage here early.
Well, you get through camp, you wonder how the season's going to get started, and they cannot be any happier. Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum as we go through the first half of the season.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.